Hello, love bugs. I'm so excited to bring you your April 2022 business energy reading. Hi, my name is Africa Arshelt and I am a business coach, and I'm here to help you scale your business and get your life back. There's no point in living this dream unless it's actually like the dream that you imagined. All right, so we're going to get into it. And just before we do, just kind of want to give you an overview of what's going on in April. On April 15th, we have the full moon in Libra. And I do full moon and new moon readings, so make sure to check those out on my Instagram stories. And speaking of that new moon, we have a new moon solar eclipse in Taurus, which means, hint, Taurus season starts too this month. So we've got a lot going on, as well as Pluto going retrograde at the same time as the new moon solar eclipse in Taurus on April 30th. So we've got a lot going on this month. You know, April showers bring May flowers. So there's a lot going on, you know, as we're sliding from March into April. A lot of go, go, go energy that we're getting from Aries. But when Taurus comes into play on April 19th, oh, it could feel like a little bit of a slowdown, but not really. You know, Taurus loves the luxe life. Taurus loves to be productive. Taurus works when they work and plays when they play. And they love the luxe life. So, a lot going on during this April 2022. Let's get into the reading. All right, so you can see here we've got 3 stacks. So we're going to go with deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. So if you need to, go ahead and pause the video so you can pick the right deck for you. Again, deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. So if you chose deck number 1, this is for you. We'll roll the astrology dice last, but let's go ahead and start off with a mantra. Now, what I typically do is I keep this mantra going all month long. I will put it on a Post-it note, stick it all over my house, because it is a reminder to cement in, to anchor in what you're going to learn in this reading. I am not the victim. I am the lighthouse. I am not the victim. I am the lighthouse. Beautiful. So we'll just put this here and we're going to get going. So I typically build out the deck as we go. I have tarot cards on one side with one oracle deck and oracle decks on the other. And we're just going to get going here. Let's see. What do we have for deck choosers? Number 1 for April 2022 for that business energy. What do we have here in store for deck choosers? Number 1. All right, here we go. Got a couple cards here. We've got the Knight of Cups, Strength, and the 2 of Cups. Again, these are great to roll into, right? To roll into April with, coming really in with that Aries energy. So with the Knight of Cups, we're knowing that we're coming in with a lot of expectancy. So keep yourself optimistic. Keep your hopes high because you're about to be rewarded. We have the strength to go through. Some of that's going to come from Aries. And of course, we see the lion here. So we have a lot of courage coming in here too. You know, it's okay to speak your truth. Whatever that is. People may agree or disagree. I may agree or disagree with you, right? But speak your truth. Use your courage. Again, we got the line coming in again over here with the 2 of Cups. So it's going to be a little emotional. Things are going to get a little high. You know, I said April showers before, and there could be some waterworks. But I think this is going to be a really good time for you to really tap in to your intuition and let that guide you, let that support you and encourage you. It's going to be really good. Remember, you're not the victim. You are the lighthouse. You're the lighthouse for so many people who need what you're bringing into the world. And so it's not the time for you to give up. It's not the time for you to burn out, right? Lighthouses that aren't fed, right? Constantly fed, whether that's electricity or solar or whatever it is, energy that they're burning on, right? Whatever it is they're running, if they burn out, there's massive crash and burns around them, right? So they have a constant energy source. They're always giving from overflow. So make sure the self-care is there and that you are giving from overflow. That is a really big message that just came through for you guys. All right, so let's see what else we've got here. I just pull cards as they kind of come to me, the decks. If you're wondering, like, will she pull from every deck? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. it's what flows through me at the time. Okay. Let's see here for deck choosers number 1, April 2020. Business energy reading. What other direction do we have here? And definitely, that was a really good giving from the overflow. Remembering you are the lighthouse, not the victim. All right. Oh my goodness. Can you believe it? We've got courage, guys. Courage, courage. We've got courage. Courage is found in the power of the heart's truth. Remember, I was talking about speaking your truth, using your courage. Not surprising, it even fell right on the strength card, right? This is where you're really going to come out and shine. So definitely April is your month to shine and shine brightly. Loving, loving, loving this. Okay, let's see what else we've got here for you guys. Oh, lovely. This is a really yummy reading. Super yummy. Okay, let's see what else we've got going on. And April 2022, business energy reading, deck choosers number 1. Okay. Also got Jupiter, card number 7 for those of you into numerology. Jupiter, abundance. It is nice. So remember I said April's kind of that, it feels like money's going to be showering in. It's definitely, there might be, you know, you can kind of see here, there's a little lightning strike. So there might be like a strike of an idea, but it is about abundance. Okay. And so it can be abundance of money because that's what I've been talking about. And that's what I really start seeing for April in general. But abundance of ideas. And just as a cautionary thing about Jupiter itself. So you're going to want to look to see where Jupiter is in your chart. Okay. Just like you're going to want to see where Leo is in your chart. If you don't know how to run your chart, please reach out. Let me know in the comments and I'll get you in the right direction. But you're going to want to know where Jupiter is. You're going to know where Leo is. But Jupiter in and of itself, it's a planet of expansion. So whatever it is you choose to focus on is what will expand. And I want to make sure it's clear. Whatever you choose to focus on will expand. You are at choice. You're always at choice. No matter what I say here, you are at choice. So I would choose something good, something that you want to see expand, right? To have that abundance flow in on those things. That's what I would choose in April. So I always want to be very careful. I realized I was doing a live stream not that long ago. And on the live stream, I was talking about positive and negative emotions or thoughts or whatever. And I thought, they're just thoughts, right? Or things. And we assign them positive, negative based on how we feel, our perception of them. So just look at what's around you and decide whatever thoughts, emotions, things, situations, not saying they're positive or negative, but just noticing and then deciding this is where I'm going to put my focus because I want to see more of that in my life, in my business. All right. All right. So what else do we have here for deck choosers number 1? What else do we have here? April 22, business energy reading. Oh, nice. We have got card number 9. Always love 9s because it's like wisdom and completion. Vervain, everlasting. I hope I pronounced that right. Vervain, everlasting. Spellbound, soul alignment, release, and perfection. Card number 9. And what I love about this, Vervain, everlasting. I'm looking at the card. I'm looking at what's going on. as you come out, as those showers come down, that rain comes down, right? Of course, you know, May flowers, speaking your truth, knowing that your word is your wand, right? I'm trying to remember who wrote that book. Your word is your wand. Look it up. It is a book. You want to read it. That's what you're sowing out there. They are also seeds into people's hearts, into people's lives, to the lives of community members, to the lives of clients, lives of friends, family, etc. You are sowing seeds with your words. You want them to come up flowers. It is a spell. We spell cast with our words, right? So make sure you're invoking the spells that you really want to invoke, okay? Over your business copy even. Remember, every time you're writing copy, every time you're on a live stream, you're weaving in magic with your words, and you're sowing seeds into other people. You're speaking life, hopefully, yes, over other people. All right, so what else do we have here? What else do we have here for deck choosers? Number 1, April 2020. Any other direction that is needed? Any other direction that's needed? A little bit. Okay. So we've got the Hierophant. We have got the Two of Pentacles. We have got the Hermit reversed. And we've got the Ace of Wands. Ooh, I love this. I love how it ends off in new ideas. The Ace of Wands, because I love new ideas. The Hierophant is really interesting. Taurus coming up again. What do we have going on? We have that new moon and Taurus solar eclipse coming at the end of the month. And here we see Taurus via the Hierophant. You have everything. You have I was just talking about the magic and spell casting and weaving magic with your words, with your language, right? And this is saying that comes naturally to you. So use it. Don't hesitate. Sometimes the magic that we have, we hesitate to use. I remember I used to think of it as an unfair advantage. An unfair advantage. That somehow I could be dinged. And maybe that's like media telling me if you use your magic for your advantage, something bad's going to happen to you. No. That's why you have your magic. All right, so we got also the Two of Pentacles, which is also upright, which is nice to see here. Again, I'm pairing this with the Two of Cups. There's going to be a lot of things that will feel like they're dualistic, is what I'm hearing. Because we still desire in some ways to see things as one way or the other, black or white. Like there's this hard line where things are more of a gray area. That's why the intuition is going to be big in order to bring in some good money. All right. And I should also say Taurus is about money, FYI. Taurus is about working and what you do for work, i.e. your business, and making money. So that's what all this is about. I love how it just incidentally flanked the abundance. Okay. The Hermit, we were talking about Virgo, and it's reversed. Reversal for the Hermit is awesome because it means what? You're going out to speak your truth. You have found the things. You have walked through the valley of the shadow of death. You have gone between the mountains where they say don't go there. Right? You have been the places no one else wants to go. And you have come out the other side, and you have wisdom that you're bringing. You have truth that you were telling, right? So here we are. Again, you can't help these flankings, right by strength, right by courage, coming through. Okay, and then like I said, we have the Ace of Wands, which I love ending here because it's new ideas. You are sparking new ideas, not only in yourself, new ideas coming to you, but really what I'm seeing is putting new ideas and new thoughts and ways of seeing in others. Again, seeing it here next to the Bavarian Everlasting It's the words that you weave, my dear. It's the words that you weave, love bug. This has been an amazing reading. I feel like there's one more card that wants to come out, and we will get to, in your case, the house that you really want to focus in. Again, if you don't know how to run your natal chart, please, please, please reach out, because that will make this even more powerful. Okay, and I would love to know whichever house I'm gonna roll, what is there for you. Okay, so let's see. What else do we have for deck choosers number 1, April 2022? What else do we have here? We have interesting. Oh, we've got two things. And I'm looking at them together, and at first I was like, really? That's weird. Now that I look at them together, it makes so much sense. So the first card is, nothing will come of this situation. Void, of course, moon. So when the moon is in its void period, it's just like, it's not the time to start anything or to end anything. It's kind of like a coasting time. This does not happen often. Or I guess it not for a long period of time, is what I should say. So nothing will come of this situation. Like don't worry about it. So if you're like right now, you had like this thing going on the back of your mind, that might be something, I think, for probably about 70% of the people watching this. They were concerned about something. This message is for you. Nothing's going to come of it. Now for the overall for April 2022, nothing will come out of all this learning that you're bringing to the table. All your courage to speak. All the learnings that you've gone through there's kind of, quote, trials and tribulations to learn. If you don't do this part, which is show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you, right? Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Do you want this, what is coming in April 2022 for you and your business? Show the world the real you. Go out there, what they say, let your freak flag fly, right? Be who you really are. Really share those things that you've learned. It's going to be so important because the right people will be highly attracted to you, and you will find, this is what's awesome, we're attracting the people that you really are called here to serve. You'll work a whole lot less, and you earn a whole lot more. All right, so let's see what house you need to focus on for April. Your 5th house. I love this. The 5th house is about entrepreneurship. Surprise! Your 5th house is about entrepreneurship. It is also about creativity, and it is ruled by Leo. So I'm loving this. What an amazing reading for you, deck choosers number 1. Hey, deck choosers number 2, I am so excited to be with you, and if you haven't already done it, please like, subscribe, do all the things. You're going to want to know when this next reading comes out, and when my next more business practical oriented video comes out too. All right, so we're going to get into it. We're going to save the dice for last so we know which planet you're going to be focused on, or asteroid. There's a couple of different things in here. I should say heavenly body you're going to focus on that's in your natal chart. But right now, let's get into your mantra. So your mantra is something that really will anchor in this entire reading. I typically put on post-notes posted everywhere in my home as a reminder. Oh, lovely. I love this. Happiness is a choice I make. Happiness is a choice I make. We are constantly at choice. Even as I lay this out for you today, you are at choice. You are at choice if this is something that you want to accept as truth. If this is something you really want to roll with, you are at choice. And in the same regard, happiness is a choice. You're always at choice. Don't forget that. All right, so now let's go ahead and start here. So for deck choosers and number 2 for this business energy reading, April 2022, what do we have going on here? What is it they need to know? Let's see what we got here. What do you need to know? Okay, we're going to do 4. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Cups reversed, right? We've got Prince of Pentacles. We've got the Princess of Pentacles. And we've got the 5 of Cups. Just like the general layout of this is like, okay, April's going to be really interesting, I think, for you. A lot of emotions, really a lot of, like I say emotions, I'm like, no, it's really not. This is really about intuition, a lot of intuitive acts happening, and money, right? With that work and with the Pentacles. So this is going to be interesting. So we start out with the 10 of Cups reversed. And a lot of people hate reversals. It just means you haven't quite reached that pinnacle yet, right? Of that pinnacle of completion where you've really learned everything you need to learn. You got the wisdom, right? You got the wisdom, you got the know-how. You're still putting it all together, right? Especially intuitively, right? So this is about that know-how, that connection, that with spirit. It's there. It's like 99.9999% there. It's just that last little bit to overcome. So don't push it away. Right? Because that connection is like your ace in the hole, right? Is that what they call it in poker? Your ace in the hole. So don't mess it up, right? Don't push it away. Keep going with it, because when you have that connection, it's what my mentor calls her CEO walk. Every morning she gets up, she walks, she accesses her Akashic records. And that connection, like I said, you are always at choice. Happiness is a choice. You are always at choice. She can choose to listen to what her record keeper tell her or not, right? But that connection to spirit is what, that intuition is what's going to really help guide you. So keep honing that in. Make it a daily practice to intuitively to listen to your gut and to make that connection on an everyday basis if you aren't already. All right. I have a feeling a lot of you are, but if not, there you go. Or if you've gotten off the wagon, which can happen too, as times have been, what do they say? Unprecedented. So you can kind of throw you off of your routine. This is that moment. This is that saying, get back on your routine. All right, so we have the Prince of Pentacles and the Princess of Pentacles. So Prince being upright, the Princess being reversed. And I kind of want to read both of these together. So there's some messaging here that I'm seeing, like for Mercury, right? Coming in with the Prince of Pentacles and with the Princess. Let me see. Yeah, there's a lot going on here with Gemini and okay. So basically with the Prince and Princess of Pentacles, what's going on is it's like, I don't know how to say it. Fake it till you make it. Kind of a fake it till you make it kind of vibe going on here for me. You want to message, and I always like people to speak their truth. And sometimes your truth is way more fantastical than someone else's existence, right? So it's keep speaking your truth. Keep communications open, even if you don't feel like you're doing as well as you want to be doing, okay? You're not doing as well as you want to be doing in your business, right? And that's kind of what I'm seeing here with the Princess of Pentacles. You're feeling like you're not doing as well as you want to be doing in your business. Keep messaging what is going on in your business. Keep messaging if that's part of what you normally do in your business, right? But keep going. The money is there. There's just like a little hiccup, and I think I want to investigate that hiccup in a minute with the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, we also have the Five of Cups here. Like I said, there's a lot of intuition playing here. And this is going to say that there might even be a deepening. So like when I said you're 99.99999% there, it's because there's this deepening that's going on. And that's always happening, right? That is always happening. There's always this deepening that has taken place. So that's what's showing up in the Five of Cups, especially with Neptune and Scorpio. It's like you're going to go to a whole nother level, and you're like, I thought I was 99.9999% there, but now I see, oh, I only had 1%. That's what it's going to feel like. But it's just that you're learning new things, and you're breaking through. So really, I guess this is more of there's a breaking through that's happening right now, but it will happen for you in April. Which, those breakthroughs only enhance what's going on in business. But I do want some more clarity around the hiccup. All right, around the hiccup, let's see. Let's get some more clarity around this hiccup. Actually, I don't want to use this deck. I want to go ahead and use this one. Let's get some clarity around this hiccup that I'm seeing. And it does feel that way, like a hiccup. So I don't know if there's anything to do about it, or there's something else we're going to be learning from it. Of course. All right, so for the hiccup, I got the Eight of Cups, and I got the Six of Wands. Eight of Cups and Six of Wands around this hiccup. Six of Wands is reversed, FYI. So I love this combo of the cups and the wands. It's like the go, go, go mixed with more subdued and introspective. And what's interesting is the Six of Wands is saying, let's take a pause. So I think the hiccup is you're forcing it. There's something in April you're going to feel like you've got to force it. You've got to use your own will to get it through. Remember, I say you're always at choice, right? So sometimes when we're at choice, we'll decide, I'm going to do it my way. I don't have to listen to anybody, right? And we push and push and push and push and push and push, right? And I'm here to tell you, it doesn't have to be that kind of pushy, forceful, hustle mode way. You get to slow down. You get to have your introspection time, and you get to make money too. So I'm seeing that's a hiccup, is this push, 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 hustle, 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 going crazy. So that is what I would guard against. And take that time seriously for introspection. If your body is telling you to slow down, trust me, it has ways to slow you down even when you refuse to do so. So take the time you need for introspection. And once you have that introspection done, once you take that pause, then you will, see some more of that money flow in. That's kind of like the big thing I'm getting out of that. Let's see what else we got here for deck choosers number 2. Let's see, April 2022 business energy. Sometimes I swear they make cards bigger and bigger, so I can't hold them in my hand. That is so an aside. Okay. Let's see what else we've got going here. What else do they need to know? Their business for April 2022. Oh, love it. This is coming up. This came up in deck 1. Even we didn't use this particular oracle deck, but this concept came up in deck 1. FYI. So it is the theme. I'll see if it's a theme going into deck 3. But it is throat chakra. Card number 7. Express your truth. Throat chakra. Card number 7. For those of you into numerology, express your truth. Why is this a big deal? Did I say unprecedented times earlier? This is a time where we need to be speaking our truth, where we have to have that courage to go out there and speak our truth. So I'm excited for this to show up in your reading too, especially where, I'm saying self-care, slow down, take a pause. That's why there's a hiccup, because you have to be in balance. You have to be in tune so that everything around you flows correctly, right? You are the nexus of your business, right? So also in that, you must also speak up for yourself. You must also speak out your truth to those around you. And remember here, I said you have to, so the Mercury is there for a lot of clear communication. And that clear communication will bring in more money. So if you're a money coach, this is huge. FYI, if you're a money coach, let me know below, because this is the vibe I'm getting here. Or if you're coaches, I mean, a lot of us do coach people around money. If you're a coach, you kind of do that. But if that's like a real serious spend for you, please let me know, because this is a lot of that. But express your truth. It's going to really be getting you through and giving you that clarity when you're messaging out to clients. Okay? Anything else on that? No. Okay. We'll go here. We'll go here. Next, we're going here. We're going to get a little bit more of the information that you need for April 2022. Deck choosers number 2. Let's see what else we need. Oh, that's a little bit more than I thought, but I like that. We got nothing is yet set in stone. I love that because you're at choice. Mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. Right? And a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Win-win outcome is forecast. There's a lot of pieces that you're going to get to be able to move around in April. Right? You can move through this as quickly or as slowly as you would like. Right? Nothing is set in stone. You are at choice. But as you move through, if you choose to move through, a win-win outcome is in the forecast. Everyone wins. Everyone wins. Everyone wins, especially, just bringing this back. Everyone wins when you speak your truth. Whether they like what you're saying or not, they know what you're about. And that is a huge win for them, because if they're not liking what you're saying, it's reflecting something back to them. Maybe they're just really not the person you should be working with. That is part of it, of course. But if it triggers something in them, that's something for them to look at and to learn from and discover their own truth. So definitely speak your truth, because it becomes a win-win for everyone. All right, I'm being drawn over here for a few more cards, maybe one more card, I don't know. We're being drawn to this deck so I can share it with you. If you haven't figured out, I build the deck as I go from oracle cards and tarot cards. That's how I do the business energy readings. I never kind of know what's going to happen or how many cards you're going to get or which decks. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. I go where the energy flows. Okay. All right, and now we're looking at card number 12. Levitation, higher ground, belief, mastery, meditation. Beautiful card. And I really think something beautiful that comes out of all of this, there's going to be like this learning journey for you in your business. And it's going to take you, like it says, to this higher level, this level of mastery that you're going to achieve over here with the 10 of Cups. But you get told, haha, now you cross the other side, but there's even more. And there's more. So it takes you on this mastery journey, which is going to be really interesting to see how that weaves into your business. I'm actually really excited. I really would like to know what's coming up for you. And through all this, happiness is a choice. So it might not feel great, but you can choose to be happy, because this is part of the process of up-leveling, breaking certain things apart and putting them back together again. All right. Let me know how this is landing for you in the comments below, and we are going to roll the dice here for you and see what planet to focus on or what planet may assist you as you're going through April. So what did we roll? We rolled Uranus. Oh my goodness. This is an interesting one. So you're going to want to see where Uranus is in your chart. because that's going to tell you a lot about how you're going to be supported through April. But really, it's knowing that it comes from your difference makes a difference. You know, they say know your unique selling position or proposition, your unique selling proposition. You hear that a lot in business because your difference makes a difference. What's unique about you, what's unique about your company is what real people will gravitate toward, right? So figure out what that is, that uniqueness is. Amp it up, right? Amp it up here to bring in more funds. Amp it up as you go deeper into your own spiritual practice and bringing that to bear on your business. So this is going to be a really interesting month for you, April 2022, deck choosers number 2. I'm excited to know how this whole thing is landing with you. Let me know in the comments below. Deck choosers number 3, hello love bugs. I'm excited to get into your business energy reading. We're going to keep the astrology dice, or die in this case, here. We'll come to that at the end. We're going to start with your mantra. So typically with mantras, I always put them up on sticky notes, stick them all around my home. It really helps me to anchor in and remember what was said in the reading. Oh, love this. I share my light with the world. Right? I share my light with the world. So let's see how this reading kind of works with that. It definitely works for my business. I think it probably works for your business too. All right, so what am I feeling here? I reached here. This is where we're gonna go. In case you haven't watched one of my videos before, if you're liking what you see, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. What's going on is I build the deck as we go. So I kind of listen, I get drawn to different tarot and oracle decks and pull them in. And so I kind of never know what's going to happen. And that's what makes it exciting, right? All right, deck choosers number 3, April 2022. Let's get some overview material here. So overview. We've got the Hierophant, we've got the Devil, and we've got the Six of Swords. Oh, interesting stuff here, guys. So the Hierophant, you got everything you need. You got not quite like the Magician, meaning kind of all kind of magical tools, but this is about having some spiritual tools at your disposal. Is magic and spiritual different? Not really, but think of these as, I would say, like Oracle at Delphi kind of more thing. I hope that's gonna like ring a bell for some of you. Oracle at Delphi, isn't it? You know, you can put the Taurus symbol below in the comments, right? That's because Hierophant's associated with Taurus, and for some reason I've got Oracle at Delphi. I don't know, that popped in. It's gonna help a few of you, I know. But you have the things you need, and you have the internal constitution to move forward, is what I'm hearing. So that's going to be important, April, right? Sharing your light with the world. You have everything you need. The Devil's really interesting. And in this case, so what I always think about with the Devil is we kind of create our own limitations. And so I really want you to look at what limitations you could be creating for yourself, and look at Scorpio as well, by the way. But look at what limitations you could be creating for yourself in your business, you know, and sail away from them. I just looked at this and sail away from them. The Six of Swords. They're bad ideas, right? They are lies, straight from the devil, so to speak. Or as my dad used to say, does he say this anymore? I don't know. Lies from the pit of hell, right? Those limitations are lies from the pit of hell. Like, let them go. right? Sail away from them. They're just thoughts. And I'm putting a lot of judgment on them in this case, but they are just thoughts that we are free to relinquish. Now, there may be some clearing that you have to do to relinquish them. You know, I've done several different clearing kinds of ceremonies, cutting cords. I'm about to look at hypnosis because I'm trying all modalities to kind of clear my own limiting beliefs. Whatever those limiting beliefs are, see yourself sailing away from them. You don't have to keep them. In this case, guy could toss these other ones overboard too, right? You can let them go. They don't rule you, okay? It's like a false way of ruling you, like you created your own barriers. And we do that to ourselves to feel safe, but there's that, when we're in business, we have to push out past where we feel secure in order to grow. You've got everything you need to grow, to really take your business and really shine out in the world. Let go of limiting beliefs. Sail away from them. All right, that was big. That was big. Let's see what else we got going on here. Now I know I'm coming for you next. I had a whole deck looking at me like, why did you pick up that other deck first? I want you over here with me. So, you know what? We're going to put this down because it is kind of bossy. All right, so what do you have to say? What is it that you need to tell deck chooser number 3 for April 2022? This business energy reading, because you're bossy. Sometimes bossy is good, guys, right? Sometimes bossy is good. Knows what they want. We'll get it. All right, so what information are we sharing here? Two things. Two. Oh, I love the second card. The colors anyway. All right, so the first one here is card number 19, balanced forces. Card number 19, balanced forces. And then card 33, journey to wholeness. Journey to wholeness, card 33. I love both of these. And I say the numbers in case you're into numerology, because I know that is a lot of people who watch are into numerology. And so the numbers matter. So these two cards, I love balanced forces. I love journeying into wholeness, because once you release all of these limiting beliefs, and I thought you could do it all at one time, and maybe you can't. So maybe that's a limiting belief of my own. But a lot of times what I've seen is it's like peeling an onion. There's another layer, and there's another layer, and there's another layer. So as your journey into wholeness is to release all these layers, to release all these limiting beliefs. And a lot of times you don't even know you have a limiting belief until you come across it. Right? And the first thing is awareness of it before you can get rid of it, so to speak. I'm happy to be wrong about that. So that will help you, and I'm kind of going backwards here, which I normally don't do, but it's feeling like that's what needs to be done. That's what brings in these balanced forces. As you're moving forth, as you're growing your business, and you're pulling everything together, you're releasing limiting beliefs, you're bringing in beliefs that support you. And you're balancing those out, because it seems like, in my recollection, that the universe abhors a void. It gets filled with something. It can be filled with stuff that doesn't support you or stuff that does support you. Right? So we want stuff to come in that does support us, beliefs that do support us. So as you are releasing, or perhaps reframing, limiting beliefs, make sure you're bringing in those beliefs that truly support you where you are now and where you are going. Okay? Yeah. Is that a good way to put it? Yes. Yes. Okay. So that's the big thing there. So let's see what else we've got going on here, deck choosers number 3. You can see why that had to come through. I always think to myself, every time a deck gets really like loud like that, that they need to go now, that tells me there's an order to things. So let's see what the order to things here. Okay, one more time here. Deck 3, what they need to know for April 2022 business energy reading. Okay. What do you need to release? What do you mean? What do you need to release? All right, look, guys. There's obviously something that needs to go. You need to let go of. Right? That's part of the balancing the forces. That's part of your journey to wholeness, to release these things. So what, seriously, comments below. What is it that you're needing to release? Because you know what it is right now. I know you do. It's not hidden from you. It's not a surprise for you. You know what you need to release. I am very curious because to have the reading keep circling the same place, woo, you need to do something. All right, so what else do we have here? What else do we have here? That was buck wild, as always. Ah, this is nice. Okay. Witch wounds. Remedy, magical medicine, sacred heart, another day. Card number 36, witch's wounds or witch's wounds. So now I'm starting to get some, I put it over here, I didn't even think about it as I did, but now I'm looking at it. I'm like, I was going to say, I feel like some past life vibes here. Some things are coming in now. Maybe you work more in witches or Wicca or something like that, earth-based magic. And having it there might be some beliefs, like I said, lies straight from or lies from the pit of hell or whatever over here. There might be some more organized religion. I hate using organized religion. What should I say? What we could consider organized or traditional religious beliefs, which is, I just hate all those words, that feel like it's persecuting or squashing on you or your business. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. That kind of, like I said, you have the ability to profess, to proclaim, to do all those things Oracle Delphi style, right? Which is really coming back here, Oracle Delphi style, right? Don't let what is considered organized or traditional or mainstream, there's another way of saying it, or mainstream, squash what you have to bring. This is how you heal those wounds. This is how you release things. This is how you keep peeling back the layers to bring all of that wisdom, to bring all of that deep, sacred knowledge to bear in your business. It is doing very practical things. And one of those very practical things that has to be done is to get you completely integrated, whole, and being yourself. That's how you get to share your light with the world. When you are fully you, when you have made that journey to wholeness, that's what you get to share, and that's what shines brightly, and that is what is so damn magnetic to other people. All right, anyone else want to play? Anyone else want to play before I roll the dice? Going once, going twice. All right. I don't know what this is, but it is in the wrong place, and it's in the wrong place, guys. Okay, because I heard this one. It's like I'm just being covered. I'm being smothered. Okay, so we're gonna handle that right now. Right now. Two more. Fourth house, roots, card number 28. Fourth house, roots, card number 28. Traditionally, fourth house is seen as your family of origin. What I also like to call found family. And when I'm really speaking about business, this is the community that you're building. So very interesting as you're releasing, as you're dealing with those witches' moons, as you are in essence becoming like the Oracle of Delphi, and you're shining your light with the world. You're creating community, all right? What else do we got here? Love it. Card number 49, Jupiter return, benefits. Can you imagine how that could be just a smidge beneficial to have worked through that stuff, to have shared that stuff as you shine brighter and brighter and brighter? Has many benefits because people other focus, and that focus expands with Jupiter. So also, I'm going to say this too, know where your the rulers of your fourth house, right? What astrological sign's sitting there. Know when your Jupiter return is. Know when it is for you personally. Know when it is for your business. If your business was birthed on a certain date, know when the business's Jupiter return is as well. All right. Looking forward to hearing how all this is landing for you in the comments. Really am. And we're going to roll. What are we rolling here? We're rolling for an astrological sign. Okay. This is the one that you want to pay attention to. And it is, I can't read it all the way over there, Capricorn. Capricorn. So with Capricorn, figure out where Capricorn is on your natal chart. Again, if you don't know how to run your natal chart, please just reach out to me in the comments, DM, whatever. You can DM me on Instagram or on Facebook. We could talk about how to run your chart. But know where Capricorn is. I think Capricorn is really interesting to make an appearance at this time. Why do I think the appearance is interesting? Capricorn is all about business. All about business. We're talking about this huge spiritual journey and releasing limiting beliefs, etc., etc. And Capricorn's all business, right? It comes together. When you deal with what you need to deal with on a spiritual level, it manifests out beautifully, right? With great abundance in your business. So I think this is a beautiful way to leave the reading. Be sure to share your light with the world. I'm really excited to find out how this is landing with you, deck choosers number 3. And with that, my loves, peace, joy, love to you.